Hey guys, it's Joshy here, and I'm back with another USUM Ultramoon theme team. So this is actually my Gen 5 square numbered theme team. Now, I really enjoyed this, and I really love the idea of the square and prime number theme teams. So if you guys would like to check out the other ones, they will actually be linked at the end, both the square number and the prime number theme teams, if I remember, so jump on there. Also, don't forget Discord, Twitch, and Twitter is linked below, because Discord is where I have these battles, such as this. So this was against Toasty, a wonderful guy, who I have recently got addicted to Dead by Daylight, but that's a sidetrack. He also does some fantastic art. So anyway, I led off with Gothitelle. He leads off with his Wormadam. So I was actually not paying attention, or you may have noticed yet, but I haven't. I thought, let's go for this. So this is actually my physical Wormadam from Gen 6, I don't know where I bought him from. I bred him in a game and he has power up punch. And then I get hit by the bug bite. I thought I should have changed, but then I was like, I don't really want to bring anybody into a hit from this thing, so I just went for it. So anyway, after that power up punch, I went for the Zen head, but I miss, of course, because, you know, I just wanted to see if I could get a flinch or how much damage I do. So I get bug bitten again and I'm down. So I'm like, great start there. So I'm going to bring in my Bishop, and I'm like, okay, let's see. So I was like, yep, okay, well, let's see what happens. So I actually went to lock him in, because this is actually a really cool Bishop set. I love it. So I've got Mean Look, which is a egg move. I have Night Slash, Iron Defense to double boost my defense, sorry. So I'm aiming to trap in a physical attacker like Wormadam was. And then my final move is no, you know what? Wait for the next battle to see it. I think you can wait till I show it off to see it. So anyway, he's going to hit me with a Drain Punch here. I was hoping he wouldn't have a fighting move after he started off with a little thing. But the funny thing is, I noticed the name of his Lucario. I'm down, but whatever. It was Aura Guardian. And I was like, oh, that's a YouTuber. I actually like some of his stuff. And I was like, wait, what was the Wormadam's name? And he's like, it was Joshy. I was like, yes! I made his top 6. So it's pretty cool. I was really honored for that. But obviously, he's got a Pokemon creator theme team of his own here, which I loved. So anyway, I'm going to go for the Sandstorm here. This is my actual Focus Sash Drillbar. I have used this guy ages ago for a little thing, but he is a Swords Dance Sandstorm with Earthquake and Shadow Claw, and I do have a Sand Rush ability, so that way I am faster once I have the Sandstorm up there, generally most things. So anyway, he goes for the Earthquake. I do hold on there, obviously, but I was like, cool, okay, well, now I could go for the Earthquake, but it's not that effective, so I thought I'm going to go for a Shadow Claw. He made the prediction of the Earthquake incoming, and I was like, nope. So I get the Shadow Claw off onto Hayden, who is coming in there, and he's going to be a horrible swap in. So I would have liked to have known what set he was running on that thing, but too bad, it's all good. So Joshy's coming back out, who is now going to actually take me down with a Sucker Punch, which actually makes it the second Pokemon Joshy has taken out. So I am proud to be destroyed by a Wormadam. Couldn't be happier. And now, guys, guess what? The Bishop's coming out, and why is that? Because there literally are only 3 square numbers in all of Gen 5 base numbers. So, yeah, that was fun. So, because of that, obviously, we've got 3 repeating Pokemon. So, this is actually a really cool Bishop set, too. So, I am a Rock Polish, Weakness Policy, Focus Blast, Dark Pulse, and he doesn't actually learn Flash Cannon at all. So I've got Grass Knot on there, so if I did, let's say, you ever come up with him against a Rhyperior or something like that, you can at least do a good damage. So I'm going to obliterate him there, I don't miss. So in comes Weedle, a Weedle Twineedle, obviously, and so he's going to Mega Evolve, because yay, which is fair enough, that's alright. I thought, at least I'm going to get a hit off. Don't have anything that's super effective, and I know Beedrill is more specially defensive than defensive, so we'll see how we go. So I get a Dark Pulse, and I'm like, damn it, it's just over a third, and then Weedle goes for Twineedle. So, you know, it does alright damage. It looks like a poison move, but it's not. So it does half damage, so I'm a bit worried about this, so I have no choice, so I'm going to go for the Dark Pulse again, and, you know, going to leave him low anyway, and I get the flinch, and I'm like, thank you. So I'm going to follow this up with Dark Pulse, and that will be enough to take Weedle out there. So I was like, that's pretty cool. I do love Mega Beedrill. I really do. So anyway, here comes Hoodlum Scrafty here, and I was like, yes. Actually, I really do like Scrafty anyway. So he gets the Intimidate, no problem anyway, because, you know, special attacking bishop. So I went for the focus blast. I was like, let's see how much damage we can get off. I do know a Pokemon I am happy to swap into this thing, so that's fine. Does good chunk, and he goes for high jump kick, and he freaking misses. I was like, what the hell is this luck? This does not happen to me, usually. It's not massive. I've had luckier, but I mean, like, usually it doesn't occur. So anyway, Joshy is coming back out, and I was like, okay, well, Dark Pulse on this thing, and we'll see. So it actually doesn't do even half. I get the flinch though, so I'm like, sweet again. So I get another Dark Pulse. I'm like, okay, do I get the flinch again? That'd be shitty for him. But no, I do not. So he's going to Earthquake me. And that is the third Pokemon claimed to this Joshy Wormadam. So, beautiful, beautiful Pokemon. Definitely, like, the best Pokemon in his team by far. So anyway, Kaiwai Drill is coming in. Now, let me just go over this. Sorry, Kaiwai. I'm going to say that wrong now every time I say it in my head. Anyway, sorry. So, this Pokemon is actually a shiny Drillbur. I had someone get him for me. He said he was in his game, and he said he is definitely legitimate. He looked like he was not, but either way, I just said I don't have time anyway, so I'm going to use him. But he said he is, so I'm going to take his word at this moment. So anyway, I survived there. I'm actually a Metal Claw, which I was hoping for the lucky boost, but I don't, because it's only 10% and such a low power. It's stupid. But anyway, I got Metal Claw, Sandstorm, Stone Edge, or Rock Slide, sorry, and Earthquake. Now, I have, this time, instead of Sand Rush, I have Sand Force. So all three of my moves get powered up in Sandstorm, and then if I can get the lucky attack boost, that's even better. So he actually goes for a Swords Dance here, not because of me, but because of my following Pokemon, which if you haven't guessed is obviously Gothitelle, needed to have the power boost. So unfortunately, he can't take me out there, but I'm going to take him out. So anyway, we are on to our next battle. So this was actually against Nacho, who actually popped on, and he said he actually hadn't battled in a while, and he was really keen. I was like, good, I've got a theme team. Meet me in the minute, just let's do it. And he said, okay, and it's OU mix, technically. And he said, oh, you know, I don't have a technical big OU team. I said, that's fine, neither do I, trust me. So anyway, I decided to lead off with Drillbur. This time I'm leading off with my Sandstorm, Sand Rush Drillbur. Obviously, we aren't shiny. So he's actually going to swap out there. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm happy with that. So Azumaril's coming in. I'm like, sweet. I get a free Sandstorm up, and so now I'm hoping he doesn't have Aqua Jet. We'll see if he pulls it out quickly. If not, I'm going for a Swords Dance. If he has an Aqua Jet to follow it up with, that could be a bit of a problem because I could waste, but I'm going to take the risk and go for the Swords Dance. So this way I'm able to get a boost off on my attack. And he pulls out the Scald, so I'm like, okay. So special Azumarill, that's cool. I don't actually need anything to live. I don't get burnt, surprisingly. And now I'm able to hit him with a full first, you know, it's Earthquake, it's Stabbed, it's also Sand, oh no, sorry, I'm Sand Rush, don't worry. And I'm +2 in attack. That's going to take out that Azumarill. So yeah, I was pretty happy with that start. So I'm like, let's see what else I can do. So Sandal's coming out now. I'm like, okay, well, he's probably brought him out for the Sandstorm reasons because he's not Intimidate, but that's fine. But I'm going to outspeed. I'm going to go for Earthquake. I was like, let's see, is he focus sashed or not? He is a not. So that is 2 down to this Drillbur. And at this point, he was like, oh no, don't tell me I'm going to get fairly swept by a Drillbur. So anyway, Shelder comes in. I'm like, yeah, cutie little Shelder. So I'm going to go for another Earthquake. I'm doing damage here. I'm just going for it. So anyway, I thought, okay, he must be sturdy or something, but no, he actually has a focus sash, which is really cool. So he's going to then kill me with Water Gun. I don't even know why he carried that or what was going on, but he's like, I did not think I would ever pull that out to use. But there you go, a Water Gun kill. So yeah, whatever. So anyway, Gothitelle, I thought, let's bring in Gothitelle. Now this again is a physical Gothitelle, but I thought this is a good time to bring it in because I can just go for a power-up punch here. He's going to die, but I'm going to get the boosts off from him, so that's good. So now I'm +1 in attack. Now this Gothitelle is actually max attack, max speed. So that way I can outspeed a lot of things. And because he's got 60 base speed, it's not bad. But then now I'm back down to natural attack. But then a lot of Pokemon like this. So Incineroar's going to use Work Up, going to outspeed me. And I thought, you know, I forgot that I actually had a drop in attack. I actually thought I was still fine. But I wanted to make sure I did outspeed if he did outspeed me. So here I'm going to go for a low sweep, which is going to give him a -1 in speed. So being able to match power-up punch, with low sweep and Zen Headbutt, I get a chance that I can power myself up, get them slower, so if I do need to deal that harder hit before I die, I can. And that's a really, really cool idea. And then adding Attract in there for the end of it, just to make sure they are, you know, can hit me less, can work really well. So I do carry the lefties as well. So that way, by having them immune and me outspeeding and killing it, then I get a little bit more recovery off. So that way, I generally have alright bulk, so there's a good chance I can live it. So anyway, he's doing alright. I'm getting my boosts. He's in love, hopefully staying in love, but not staying in love. He doesn't love me. Why don't you love me? But anyway, why don't you love me? So anyway, he's going to get boosts up, and I'm just like, okay, well, I'm just going to hit him. I'm just going out. So I was umming and ahhing here, and I thought I'll go for another power-up punch. I thought maybe a low sweep could have taken him out from there, but I thought our power-up punch should be fine. I can get the boost off. Hopefully he's going to be in love and not take me out. And then he gets a Salic Berry, and I was like, no, that means he outspeeds me next turn. So let's see. He actually goes for Power Trip this turn anyway, because, Attract literally didn't work at all, and that's going to kill me. So I was like, that sucks. Also, I forgot to say my first dribble was max speed and max attack. So anyway, in comes Kawaii Drill. And oh my god, I'm so sorry for everybody listening to me say that word. Anyway, so I thought, well, I'm pretty happy here. He's low HP. I am Focus Sash again. So that way I can make sure I do claim this guy. So my little blue snooter here is going to, his snooter as in his nose, is going to Earthquake. And from that range, I'm going to take him out. I wasn't sure if Metal Claw would take him out. And I didn't want to chance the risk on Rock Slide. So I just went for Metal Claw. So anyway, Galvantula is going to come back in after his early runaway, and I was like, good. I'm probably going to die anyway, but let's get a Rock Slide off if I can. So anyway, he pulls out the Pin Missile. I was like, what? Then he misses. I'm like, yes. Then I miss, and I'm like, no. What a waste of a turn. But yeah, those turns are so silly sometimes. But anyway, I'm going to get Pin Missile there and, blah, blah, blah. I'm dead. One hit. That's all it needed because I was so high in HP. So now I'm going to bring in my defensive Bishop again. And he's down to 2, but I had to speed this up. So he goes for an Attract here. I'm like, okay, cool. Now it's your turn to Attract. I wonder what kind of set he's running. So I get the mean look off. Now I am actually a Brave Nature, I believe, or something like that, because I'm working with another, my last Gossatel's got something else. So anyway, I'm max HP, max attack at this point. So I'm getting through, and then after I've trapped him in, and now he's going to trap me in, so now we're both stuck here. But I've got both my defenses, like 2 boosts off, so I only need to get 1 more. And now he's going to start offloading this Pin Missile. So I'm like, okay, well, it's doing nothing. If I can get the last boost, that would be great. But no, I'm immobilized. So I'm like, okay, let's go again. So he's going to start Pin Missiling me again. So I'm like, Spiderweb, Attract, Pin Missile, and what is it? Thunderwave. So it's a really cool set. But no, I'm in love, whatever, paralyzed. So I get my next move off, which is I just wanted to get the Iron Defenses off. So now I'm absolutely max defense. So he's doing nothing with these moves, which is great. So now I get the Night Slash off. So I'm like, sweet, 2 turns in a row, get this again, and he is down. So anyway, Pin Missile again. I'm like, oh no, come on. So 2 turns, I'm love, and I'm immobilized by love. So I'm like, oh my god, come on. So here I was deciding, do I pull off my last move yet or not? And I'm paralyzed. So at this stage, I thought, you know what? I'm going to start going for it. I actually went for a Night Slash the turn before. And he actually gets a crit there too. But I started going for my last move just in case. And I get through this turn anyway. But anyway, so as you can see, it's Ghost DMZ. But I'm actually working it with Spite, which is really cool because this actually gives me HP recovery. So Z Spite will give you a one-time full recovery on your HP. So it will really, in this type of circumstance, I can get my HP back up. He's dropped me down, but I can get it up. I'm max defense if he's not doing much damage, and then they have to bring in someone else. And if they're a physical attacker, you've built that wall up. So now I flinch, so he's obviously a King's Rot set. So I'm loving this Galvantula set, but I'm also sick of it. But don't worry, guys. I'm paralyzed. So he's going for Pin Missile again. Gets another crit. I'm like, he needs them. And I'm like, but I don't want him to get him. Don't worry. I flinched. So I'm like, can I just goddamn attack? That's obviously the idea of this set. And I'm not actually pissed off, but it's just cool. Don't worry. I flinched. I was like, oh my Christ. Lucky, I was like, lucky, yeah, this is going to have to be sped up because this was a longer battle. And so please get through this turn. And I do. So now Galvantula is finally down. So he's down to his last one. So I was like, this could be good. This could be working out real well. So it is Torterra. So I'm like, let's see what set he runs. Hopefully it's like, something physical. And then he goes for Sand Tomb. I'm like, oh no, he's a trapping set. I was like, damn it, that's his last 2 sets were trapping sets. I was like, what are they going to be? But I get a Night Slash off. I don't get a crit, and it's not much damage at all. So I was like, oh well, let's just get chip damage at the moment. We'll die, and then we can come in and revenge kill. That's the plan. So anyway, Sand Tomb, I was like, okay, I'm probably down next turn if he attacks me or anything. He goes for the Leech Seed, and I'm like, he's probably got no attacking moves at this stage. I thought maybe he carried Toxic as well. I could see that, and that way he could easily wear down his opponent. So we're waiting to see what he carries for his last, 2 moves anyways, use Sand Tomb and Leech Seed. So he hasn't attacked me, so I'm assuming either he didn't want to reveal it, or there's a good chance he didn't have an attacking move. Not sure. We will have to find out continuing on into this battle. So my bishop's down, but he actually did some really cool work there. I loved that, and I love that Z move. So now I'm going to bring in my Gothitelle. So this is my other Gothitelle. This is a Trick Room Gothitelle with max HP, max special attack, and then I have Shadow Ball, Psyshock, and Energy Ball. So originally I went for Psyshock, and then I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have, because he's obviously a Torterra being more defensive. So he's getting, obviously decent healing back from that, and the Leech Seed. So I'm like, and I'm max HP, so he's going to heal a little bit more from me than my other Gothitelle would have. So we're going to work with this. So I'm like, okay, well, he's going to go for another Sand Tomb now, obviously, lock me in and go with that. So I was like, okay, I'm actually just going to start going for Shadow Ball, because I want to drop his defense, special defense if I can, because the last Pokemon I have is a special attacker. So I'm like, okay, it does alright damage, but you got to remember he's bloody healing all this back. So it is a bit of an annoying set. I mean, I would have been interesting to see if I had my physical Gothitelle left, to see what I could have done. Now, I didn't actually have any Storly in terms of poison or anything on this team, which is a bit different. Usually I'll have someone a bit Storly or gimmicky, but then I guess they were gimmicky, they just weren't Storly. So I'm like, come on, let's get some damage off. So another Shadow Ball. I'm like, if I can get this drop, this is going to be really nice. It's going to do well. Even a crit would be nice. But no, Josh isn't that lucky, so I'm like, okay, well, hopefully this next turn I can get that drop or a crit. He's in nice range. I mean, I've got a good chance for a crit. I've just popped my Landsat Berry. Yes, I'm carrying a Landsat Berry. Why? Because I want to, and it has pulled off, not in this match, but in others, because now he's actually going to pull out the goddamn Protect. And I was like, really? You couldn't have let me nearly try and get a critical hit? Especially with Trick Room, if I do set it up, then get hit low on the first turn, then I'm going to hit hard. I can take out probably the first Pokemon if it's already injured, but then I've got critical hits to follow up. So anyway, the Leech Seed is going to take me out there, so I'm like, great. This is almost where he started HP-wise when I came in, and I didn't even drop a goddamn stat. So I was like, okay, last hope is Bishop. I hope he's going to go for Sand Tomb first turn. That's my hope. So I thought, I outspeed. Let's go for Dark Pulse. Hopefully I can get some of my flinches off. Decent damage. And then he goes for Leech Seed. I'm like, okay, of course he's going to go for that. I mean, it makes sense. He wants the recovery. The only problem is that I do outspeed, and if I thought about it, it probably would have worked well if I did a Trick Room the last turn, so he outsped me. Now, the reason being is not the first turn, but it's the following turn. I mean, obviously, if he outsped me, I wouldn't have got my flinch chances, but I don't get them, because if he went first this turn, he would have Sand Tombed me, then I would have had my activation of my weakness policy, and then I should have been able to take him out with that last Dark Pulse. So I was like, okay, well, I really, really, really need to get this to work. And if I didn't take him out, he obviously would have been lower. So I'm like, oh, I'm just losing HP. It's a shame. And I think he's going to be just too high after the next turn if he protects to take out. So, as I said, it would have been lovely if one of the first 2 turns had a flinch on it, because then he would have had to go for him again. So he pulls out the Protect. I'm like, of course you do, lovely. I wanted to see how much damage I did. And, yeah. So, I mean, there's nothing I can really do at this stage, so I'm hoping if I get a flinch off next turn that I do live from Leech Seed and Sand Tomb, but looking at this damage, I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm going to live. Look at that. I'm on 12. So last chance, Dark Pulse. I need either a crit or it's going to take enough, but it's not quite enough. It just leaves him there, and he's actually going to synthesize, and now I am going to lose this battle. But that didn't matter. Like, he had a really good comeback pretty much with Torterra. But, who knows what could have happened. As I said, if I got my flinch off or if he went first, it would have been a different story. But I'm fine. I'm happy. It was a really, really fun battle. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this, please do... I think we definitely need to dark pulse that like button this time. Don't forget, as I said earlier, Discord, Twitch, and Twitter is linked below, and Twitch is where I did all my battles, so do not be afraid to jump on that. You know, I love having more people on Discord. If I just said Twitch, I meant Discord. Also, the comment section is down below. You can use that for anything about these battles. You can suggest your own things. If you have a theme team, if you have a challenge, if you have something, set it in the comments. I'll take a note of it. Sometimes I don't get to them straight away. Sometimes it takes a while. Some are a bit harder and it's harder to do, but I love having them there because I do pull them out so often. Like, I haven't done this one. Let's get to work on it. And that's where some of these recent theme teams have come from. Also, don't forget the sub button is there because that would help hitting that, because for my birthday, which is in just under a week and a half probably when this is up, I am turning 26, which doesn't matter about my age, but congratulations, you know I am on the 18th. But I want to hit 200 subs. At the time of recording this, I'm only about 27 off, so I'd love to hit that 200 mark around my birthday. That would be amazing. So down below there is also a little section I'll put in the description. I will link as well Facebook, a Twitter, and a Tumblr little post or blog or tweet or whatever about this, and that way you can share it with other people and hopefully they'll be entertained to sub. I mean, if you don't, you don't, and if they don't, they don't, but that way I can get my name out there in the world. Just, you know, because 200 people is massive. I'll be just famous with 200. Like, I'll just be diving in the money. So it does help me out if you do, or just tell your friends and make them sub, or steal their phone and sub them. And maybe click the bell. Maybe don't, in case they get notifications and unsub. But you know your friends anyway. So anyway, guys, until my next video, I'll see ya.